Automobile. How are you all doing? Are you all doing great? I sure am. I'm not going to repeat the same thing I always say about amazing, 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 because we all know that it loses its magic when we keep repeating things, right? Here at Automobile, we don't believe in words. We believe in action. And that's why I have some amazing things to show you all today. Let's turn this camera around. All right, let's do this. Up. Oh my goodness, look at what I have in front of me. These are brand new vehicles ready to be exported around the world, everybody. So some of them are going to Tunisia, the Suzuki Jimneys, and then also some of them are heading to Cameroon. This is amazing. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, this is so cool. You know this excitement you get when you're a kid heading to Disneyland? That's exactly the excitement I have every time I come to the port of Antwerp in the morning. Because as soon as I park my magic carpet just over there, the black Volkswagen Passat, I see those cars and I think to myself, wow, wow, everybody, wow, this is amazing. We've just sold many cars and we're getting there. We're getting further than this. We're getting further than this. Look at this, the brand new Toyota Hilux Pack Security, which is the entry-level Toyota Hilux. Everybody asks questions about it. Now, the price of the Toyota Hilux Pack Security entry-level is going to be around 28,000 euros. This is a really solid workhorse. Never underestimate this thing. It's beautiful to look at. At the same time, reputed. Look at the design. It screams decades of Hilux reputation. And then right behind it, we have the legendary Toyota Fortuner. Now, the Toyota Fortuner shares the same chassis as the Toyota Hilux, which is self-explanatory by the design. They look very alike, just that this is supposed to be more passenger-friendly. And it's a great 4x4. Make no mistakes on that. And then over here, we have another reputed workhorse, the Mitsubishi L200 Triton. Now, this is the entry-level Mitsubishi L200 Triton. So it's got the steel wheels and the plastic bumper. Now, whilst being an entry level, just like the Toyota Hilux Pack Security over there, you'll see prominent differences. On the Hilux, we don't see any prominent hard plastic on the exterior. Whereas for the Mitsubishi, we see it, that's the case. But that's also because the Mitsubishi L200 Triton starts less than 20,000 euros even. So it is way more affordable. But at the same time, there are different advantages. When driving the Mitsubishi L200 Triton, you will also notice about how spacious the interior actually is. It feels more like you're driving an SUV of some sort. Whereas when driving the Toyota Hilux, you'll definitely feel like you're driving a tractor. There's just something, it definitely feels like a true workhorse, okay? It drives from A to B without anything falling apart. But at the same time, if you really want a bit of comfort and no compromise on capabilities, I'd also go for the Mitsubishi L200 Triton. But then never judge a book by its cover, because we also have some other interesting pickups like the Nissan Navara. The Nissan Navara entry level is also another interesting pickup. I quite like it too. It's quite nice. Now, one thing I also like about the Mitsubishi L200 Triton would be the interior flooring. You get this wonderful material covering the interior floor, and that's not exactly something seen in the other pickups like the Hilux, the Mitsubishi, Hilux and the Nissan Navara, and even the Renault Aroc. Speaking of Renault Aroc, I'll show you guys the Renault Aroc in a moment, but let me just show you guys all the vehicles over here. This whole pile over here, this line, these are cars ready to be exported. All right. Now, let's talk a little bit about because the Suzuki Jimneys here. In a comparison video I made not too long ago between the Suzuki Jimny, Kia Sportage, and the Renault Duster, I kept emphasizing on how the Suzuki Jimny is everyone's favorite because it's kind of like the modern day Willys Jeep. Whereas the Renault Duster and the Kia Sportage are modern day, well, typical crossover SUVs of today, just like the Toyota RAV4 sitting right over there, the white Toyota RAV4 there. You see kind of the similar philosophy here. So it's really cool what we're seeing. It's good. It's good. And then over here we have a little gem, the Lexus. And this over here is an armored Lexus LX, everyone. I'm going to cover it in a moment, but I was actually in the middle of something. I had something in my thought just now. I wanted to show you all a pickup. Yes, that's right. I was in the middle of something. So this is supposed to be the Mitsubishi L200 Triton, but this is the GLX. So it's kind of like the upper trim level to the GL. The GL is just over here. This is another GL. This is the entry level. This is a GLX. Now it's quite prominent thanks to the alloys and the front bumper, which is painted. And then we have the GLX for those of you who want to pick up with a lifestyle twist to it. You see this? This over here is the GLS. Retwan. Hey, Retwan. For when it comes to pricing, the Mitsubishi L200 Trident GL, which is the entry level over here, starts less than 20,000 euros. About the price of the Mitsubishi L200 Trident GLX, I'm not sure what's the price, but if I recall correctly, I think it was I'm not sure about the price of the GLX, but the GLS over here, from what I remember, it was not very expensive at all. It was like around 30,000 euros, a bit more than 30. I'm not sure, or maybe less than that. But these cars, they scream great value for money. I think that's the beauty about Mitsubishi as a brand. They'll offer you great value for money, and they don't even charge you so much for it. This is how beautiful it is, you see? And this is the higher spec, everyone, with the leather seats, automatic transmission, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, that's right. Leather seats, automatic transmission, digital climate control, infotainment system as well, leather-wrapped multifunctional steering wheel, and you even get this piano black trim onto the door with the leather touch on the side. This is how nice it is. Oh wow, it's slippery. it's an icy day, everyone. It's quite cold out here. Wow. Okay. So, when it comes to the pricing of Mitsubishi pickups, they are really much on the value for money side of things. They're very much value for money oriented, whereas the Toyota 4x4s and the Toyota Hilux, they're more on the reliability side of things. They really are like down to earth reliable. And this brings me down to the Lexus. Let us do a little detour before I cover the Hiluxes over there. There's an army of Hiluxes, but before we go there, I just want to cover the Lexuses. If you were wondering about the prices of the Lexus LX 600s over here, I really do not know because it can vary on customers' request. So what you can do is you can always request us what kind of a Lexus you want because there are various configurations, and then also it depends on many different factors, exportation costs, and so for that you will need to send us an email, send me a direct message on Facebook or YouTube or Instagram, and I'll be happy to guide you through which email you have to send to if you are interested in a Lexus. It's a car of very high demand. Oui, il y a une Toyota Hilux GR blanc. Il y a un moyen. Mais un instant, j'arrive là-bas. D'abord, je parle de Lexus pour le moment. So when it comes to the Lexus, this one over here is armored, and it was ordered on a customer's request. So the door is pretty heavy. Yeah. Oh my goodness. The door is heavy, but it is armored. Everyone, make no mistakes about that. This thing is armored, so it's great. And this also has soft close to it, so that's even advantageous. So you don't have to slam the door, or you don't have to close it too hard. Just let it soft close by itself if needed. And then also we have another Lexus over here. Now, this Lexus LX 600 has the Kuro package to it. It's written Kuro on the back. And if I'm not mistaken, I did some research about Kuro, and I think it's got something to do with Black Edition. So Black Edition meaning you have the... Well, I'm not sure. Yeah, actually, I'm not exactly sure what to say about it. But usually, whenever a car manufacturer gives the Black Edition to their SUV or to their cars, it usually means the front grille is in black. Yeah, as you can see for this Lexus LX 600 Kuro, the front grille has a darker tone to it. It's black or dark gray. Whereas if we look at this Lexus LX 600 in front of me, the front one, it has a chrome grille to it. Aha. So that's basically the difference between the normal version over here, well, this armored one, and then the Kuro version over here. And then if we look at the interior, I think usually it also means something about the interior. I'm not sure. It's certainly got some really fancy things to it, like the orange leather. But we like to well, some people call it tan leather, some people call it caramel leather, some people call it camel leather. To me, in my mind, the first thing came to my mind was orange because I've never seen leather of this tone before, at least not here in the European market, guys. I mean, look at BMW, Mercedes, and Audi. They don't even offer leather like this. This is so cool, guys. This tone of leather. And then also combined with the wooden trim, and then also the multi-functional steering wheel, which is leather wrapped. You even get driving pallets. This is great. This is excellent. Uh, excellent. Okay, it's good. Now I'm going to cover the Toyota Hiluxes because one of you asked a question about the Toyota Hilux GR. But wait, actually, just excuse me one moment. There's something important I want to show you guys. The Renault Aroc. Before I go to the Hilux, I want to inform you all that very soon I'll be making a comparison video between the Renault Aroc, the Mitsubishi L200 Triton GL, which is the entry level over there, and the Toyota Hilux Pack Security, all of which cost less than 30,000 euros. Although, to be precise, the Renault Aroc and the Mitsubishi L200 Triton cost less than 20,000 euros, whereas the Toyota Hilux Pack Security is around 28,000 euros. So these are entry level pickups. Well, more like the Mitsubishi and the Toyota are entry level pickups, but the Renault Aroc is a nice budget pickup, which is very well equipped. But it is also a very smart innovation, everyone. I think it's like the smartest innovation I've ever seen when it comes to pickups because this solves the problems of people wanting to use a pickup for the city or people who will be using the pickup on tarmac 90% of the times. So this is where the Renault Aroc comes in very handy. I tell you that already right now. This is really practical. This is great. And now I'm going to talk to you all about the Hiluxes as promised. So over here, as I mentioned earlier, this is the Toyota Hilux Pack Security. You see this? There's a Toyota Hilux Pack Security entry level, which is sitting right next to the top of the range Toyota Hilux GR Sport. That's right. This is the top of the range. So this over here has the nice bodywork to it, nice modifications to it, which complies with the GR standards. And GR stands for Gazoo Racing, everyone. Gazoo Racing. Oh my gosh. Maintenant, vous avez demandé s'il y a une version blanc pour le Toyota Hilux GR. Alors, je pense pas maintenant. Mais je pense il y a une gris clair, mais il y avait une version blanc. C'est sûr. Il y avait une version blanc pour le GR Sport. So one of you asked questions about a white Toyota Hilux GR Sport. What I'm trying to say is there was one, but it got sold. I think it moved. So there's a silver one. There's also there are more black ones over here. But there was a white one, and it's something we can always order. We can order a variety of paintwork. I hope we can actually order it in red as well. I mean, red is definitely nice on a Hilux. In fact, we did have many Toyota Hilux Adventures in red. This is cool, guys. This is really cool. Toyota Hiluxes, Hilux Adventures. Now, the Toyota Hilux Adventure is like the mid-spec. That's the thing about it. And over here, we have the Toyota Land Cruiser 78 Series ambulances. This is something we modified here at Transautomobile, everyone. Something we modified here at Transautomobile. And then over here, we have an army of Land Cruiser 70s series. Now, this is kind of like the Toyota Hilux Pack Security taken to extreme level when it comes to workhorse capabilities. These over here are the real tools to elevate your business. Now, there are people like Wise who will try to buy one of these for private use. And this is actually a good idea because it's good when you're going on adventures or when you're going out in the weekend, or what some people tend to do is they do camper van conversions. So what if you want to do a camper van conversion, I'd highly recommend you pick the 78 series. Everybody loves the 78 series. So what they do is they tend to remove the trooper seating at the back and they put all the camping fittings in the back, converting it effectively into a motorhome. Or what you could also do is get a 79 series single cabin. The 79 series single cabin is supposed to be somewhere here. Here we have a double cabin. Oh, there we go. 79 series single cabin. So what people tend to do is they buy the single cabin 79 series and then they put the a motorhome fitting or a camper fitting just onto the back. It's something we've seen on pickups a lot. You see this? It used to be a very big deal back in the days. I remember in the 90s when I was a kid, I used to see many pickups here in Belgium with this kind of fitting setup. Now it's kind of rare. You don't see this anymore here in Belgium, at least. Maybe in some parts of the world, this is still a thing. I know in Australia, it's a very big deal. So here at Transautomobile, we can make arrangements for it, although I personally don't know about that. But what I do know is we made arrangements for this particular customer who ordered two actually three Toyota Land Cruiser 78 series ambulances, and we did the fittings here at Transautomobile. We did the modifications here at Transautomobile, everyone. See this? Here we are. On customer's request, we added all these modifications. And we can do the same for your vehicle. Now, what I'm thinking about doing is I'm probably going to just defrost the ice, because in a moment after this live session, I'll have to take some photos of it. So I'm thinking maybe I should just start the engine and let the ice defrost. I'll think about it. Let me see. We're going to do some cold starting over here. Alrighty, what's the deal here? So whenever doing a cold start here in Belgium, make sure everything is at its hottest temperature. Anyways. Okay. Hoopla. Now, when starting a Land Cruiser 78 series, you should always make sure that here, you see there's a little squiggly sign just right there. Look, when that disappears, that's when you start the Land Cruiser. Okay, and we're going to repeat the process for this particular bad boy over here. Just got to defrost the windows. Because after this live session, I'll need to take some photos. And then... Okay, we're good. Just got to defrost that ice. And then we roll, everyone. Then we roll. Oh, look at this. There's a little gift over here for us. It's just like Christmas morning, everyone. I just come out of the stock of cars, and here's what I see. A brand new ZNA Rich 6 just arrived. Just been delivered. Hey, hello. So over here we have the new ZNA Rich 6, which has just arrived, just been delivered, and it definitely looks awesome, everyone. Now I had not too long ago, I was in the middle of making a video of this ZNA Rich 6. In fact, I'm in the middle of preparing a video for this thing, and I have to say it has to be one of the best pickups I've ever seen, guys, because I had the chance to drive it around. It's a great pickup to drive, and also I'm quite impressed with the interior trim. You see, the interior trim level is really, really epic. It's very well equipped. And this is all for less than 20,000 euros, everyone. Can you believe this? Less than 20,000 euros. It's very well equipped. I think this is like one of the best value for money pickups you'll find. Now, whether it's a true workhorse or not, for that price, you see, people will say, well, "How come this is way better equipped than the Mitsubishi L200 Triton and the Toyota Hilux Pack Security?" Well, here's the thing: the Mitsubishi L200 Triton GL and the Toyota Hilux Pack Security are perfect workhorses. These are real workhorses because they have the durability to them with the steel wheels and the plastic front bumpers. This is durable material. Whereas over here, this is kind of like a Swiss Army knife. You see, it can be your workhorse, but at the same time, it can also be something which you could use for personal use. You see, so it's like I highly doubt you'd want to be having leather seats, especially when you go, when you know you're going to be abusing the pickup a lot. And when I say abuse, I mean in the context of you're going to be driving it a lot, and you'll be having clothes on which are not always going to be clean because you'll be at construction sites or so. So you want an interior that's easy to maintain. Whereas the Xeon Rich 6 makes for a great choice when I'm looking at something which is flexible. So maybe personal use, or maybe when I'm using it in the city a lot, basically a job that doesn't require too much manual labor. That's a good way to put it. That's right. And here's our Transitomobile truck, our beast, our Scania truck. Now I have to say that Scania is like kind of the one of the most reputed truck manufacturers, at least here in the EU market, here in Europe, and around the world. That are kind of very well reputed. It's quite nice. It's there's a big fan base behind Scania trucks. That's how good they are. And then here's my magic carpet that brought me to Antwerp today. My amazing magic carpet, everyone. Yeah, it brought me to Antwerp. Now, here at Transitomobile, we look after all vehicles, including our cars, very carefully. So make no mistakes about our stock, everyone. We take care of all the vehicles here. Uh, we manage the stock very properly. And here at Transitomobile, we can export cars from all car manufacturers, including Volkswagen, BMW, Mercedes, and Audi. Not too long ago, we actually had a Mercedes and an Audi SUV. So these were quite nice. It was really nice to have them both at the same time, so that I could easily compare what they were like to drive. And so, and it's a very different planet to drive them when compared to the Lexus LX 600 and the Toyota Land Cruiser 300. By the way, the Lexus LX 600 and is related to the Toyota Land Cruiser 300. They share the same underpinning. So just so you guys know. It's kind of like how the Audi Q7 shares the same underpinning as the Bentley Bentayga and the Porsche Cayenne. That, you know, it's the same philosophy there. It's the same mentality. And it's kind of like how the Toyota Land Cruiser 250 Prado is directly related to the Lexus GX, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's the GX. See, that's the thing. Lexus, it's been ages since I saw a Lexus. I mean, not here at Transitomobile, but I mean, it's like here on Belgian roads. When it comes to luxury cars here in Belgium, it's mostly Mercedes, Audi, and BMW. Actually, BMW dominates the road quite literally. Oh my gosh, I was actually surprised to learn this about the Belgian market. And then over here, we have the Toyota Land Cruiser 250 Prados, which we added accessories to on a customer's request. Now, these are amazing Prados. Well, actually, unique Prados because the customer requested 22-inch alloys for both Prados. So over here, we added these 22-inch alloys. And to the interiors, we added leather seats. So I'll show you guys what we did here. We added white leather seats for this interior. See this? And then for the other one, we added tan leather seats. Now, again, first thing came to my mind was orange, but some of you guys like to call it tan. Some of you guys like to call it camel leather or caramel. I think of orange or caramel, but yeah, the appropriate term is camel. No, tan. So yeah, it's very very nice what I'm seeing right here, guys. It's really really cool. Well, and we added these on a customer's request, so that's that. It's very very satisfying to watch. Now, when it comes to accessories, if you want my personal opinion, I always like cars the way they are. I hate adding accessories to my personal cars, but that's just my personal opinion, guys. Okay, whatever I just said, do not take it as the gospel. Do not take me literally, guys. Whatever I just said was purely my opinion. Okay, me, I like cars the way they are. It's like if I buy a brand new car, whether I buy a used car, I would I would avoid adding accessories until and unless it's something that enhances the car certain ways. Okay. So, for example, if I buy a pickup, I would like to add off-road tires depending on the context. So let me give you all an example. What I'm going to do. Okay. So say I'm going to show you something here. So say I buy tomorrow a Mitsubishi L200 Trident GLX. I think I would definitely add off-road tires to it. I'd add off-road tires and maybe a front bull bar to enhance its capabilities, and maybe some steel roll bars over here. This is something we can add, and we've done this before. Or what I would do for the L200 Trident GL, I would do the same thing actually. Quite literally, I would actually add off-road tires. I think this merits off-road tires. Maybe not a roll bar, but definitely a bed liner. It needs a bed liner, and also a front bull bar would look nice on it. That would look good. And also for the interior, you can add leather seats, but I would not do that on the GL. I would not do that. Uh, but what I would certainly do is I'm thinking about this carefully, guys, as if it's my own pickup. What I would do, maybe if you want to enhance off-road capabilities and you want to go wading, I would add a snorkel. I would highly recommend you add a snorkel. At least in my case, I don't even know if I would need a snorkel, because here in Belgium, if you're going off-roading, you're doing it on purpose. Right? The roads are great here, so I mean, I don't really see any reason to have any snorkel. But off-road tires can be really nice, especially when it snows out here. Because when it snows here in Belgium, I think it hurts a lot of people, because it's many of us are forced to stay at home unless we have a 4x4 and winter tires. 4x4 or winter tires, cars with winter tires. That's a recommendation, honestly. That's yeah. So here, Transit Mobile, we can add all kinds of accessories. Just let us know what you're into, and we can add this. We've also added neon lights under a Hilux. Now, neon lights are cool to have depending on which vehicle. I actually one time watched a documentary where somebody actually put a lot of neon lights on his Lamborghini. That's how cool it was. I mean, it was artistically appealing in certain ways. Now, me personally, I would never go near neon lights for any car, but I think it can appeal depending on where you put it. It can have a positive appeal depending on which car it is and where you'd put it. You see, I think like the best appeal would be on trucks. There's something about trucks and neon lights that do look satisfying to watch. So, again, it depends on many different factors here. Depends on context also. Now over here we have the Toyota Land Cruiser. No, we have the Toyota RAV4. See, that's the thing. The SUV image had me thinking directly of Land Cruiser here, but it's a bit funny I say this, and a bit contradictory of me to say this, because before in previous live sessions I kept saying that the Toyota RAV4 has a bit of an American influence. So if anything, I don't see any Land Cruiser influence here. It's mostly like Toyota RAV4 influence. No, more like Toyota 4Runner influence. It looks very American. There's something very American about its image here. And this is something I always liked about the Toyota RAV4. It looks nice. It looks very cool. It looks very cool. And then over here is the Toyota Land Cruiser 250 Prado First Edition BXL. And this is the top of the range, guys. So over here you see that special trim, the special paintwork. So you have this like golden beige paint, and then the roof in white. And then the interior has the leather seats. I think both front seats are electrically adjustable, if I'm not mistaken. I think so. Oh my gosh. Yep, I was right about that. And then both front seats are heated and ventilated. So that's awesome, guys. This is awesome. And Toyota did a good job with the new Prado. Although I have to wonder, it took ages for the to release. It's really cool though. It's finally it's great to see it here. It's great, and it sells like hotcakes. There are many people who are asking for the Prado. It's in very high demand. A lot of people are asking for it. And here, as you can see, our stock is quite colorful. Oh my goodness, look at this. We have Suzuki Jimneys of various paintworks. This is great. This is excellent. This is excellent, guys. And over there, we have the Toyota Coaster buses. Yay. Whoops, sorry about that, guys. Oh, just gotta face the camera to me. Okay, guys, thank you all for joining me on this live session, joining us on this live session, and take great care of yourselves. All right, stay tuned for more of our live sessions that are on the run. We will be live on TikTok at 11 a.m. CST. All right, so basically after an hour and a half from now, so around an hour and a half from now. Okay, take great care of yourselves, guys, and I will see you all very soon. And make the most of it. Push the follow button, push the like button, and check out all our social media pages: Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook. All right.